Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read-through for Kubera chapters 24, 25, and 26, or the last three parts, AAA Magicians part 4, 5, and 6. Sorry for the long wait, for those of you who are watching this like video to video and not marathoning through. Sorry for the long wait. Hopefully there will be no more long waits between Kubera videos like that. But yeah, we ended right in the middle of this sort of test flashback kind of arc with Brillith and Asha, which I've really been enjoying because I like both the characters. Not saying much given that I like all of the characters in Kubera so far. But yeah, I'm excited to finally get back to reading. I want to tell you all the sort of schedule moving forward really quickly before we start reading, though, just to keep everyone updated. The kind of schedule that I've been working with and I kind of want to work with for right now, again, things will change and evolve as we go. I'm doing like up to 3 anime videos, then up to 3 manga videos, then 1 or 2 Tower of God videos, kind of hoping for 2, and then 1 or 2 Kubera videos and 1 or 2 ORV videos. And whether we have 1 or 2 videos for Kubera or Omniscient Reader will depend on a few things. So we're going to have 1 read through each time I go through either way. But the second video will be like if I finished an arc, I'll do a review of that arc. So we're going to be doing a review of the next arc. After I post this video, you're going to be getting 2 Kubera videos in a row. And then like I'm going to be doing that until I catch up. But then once I'm caught up, we'll only have a second video. We'll only have a review when I have finished an arc and I do a review of that arc. Not sure if in the future, if arcs get really long, if I'll split apart and do reviews for sections of arcs instead of doing it for an entire arc or not. I don't know how in-depth you'll want me to go on them. So it all depends on that, I guess, or how in-depth I want to go on them. If I'll need to split them up instead of just doing a whole arc at once. No clue. But either way, that's all I wanted to talk about for this intro. Let's get into reading these next 3. We start out. At that time, I was already a well-admired priestess, and I considered myself to be quite a great magician, and I even thought perhaps in the magic exam I might be able to score higher than my mother did. But growing up under overprotection of those around me, my magic skills were merely at the level of an old spellbook sitting in the corner of a library. And the one who helped me see through myself was neither a famous magician or a priest, but a 16-year-old boy who had come to get his magician's license. I really believed that Asha was a boy at the time. Hoti Kubera. And then Bavati Marut. And of course, as I go back through and read in more detail and take notes for my reviews, I feel like I'll get a grasp on the exact spells a bit more. Oh, and he slices through the horns of these rock formations. Alright. We see all of these Shura taken down. Chapter 24, AAA Magician 4. What? He only has 1 Marut attribute. Where's such power coming from? The maximum power of magic equals your divine affinity times your birthday attribute supplementary point. The more magic attributes in the magician's birthday attributes, the stronger the magic. I love how it seems like Kurigam just has this real love for math. What's more important is that no matter how powerful the spell was, it was only 1 slice. I'm sure that some of them would have survived the attack. We see more of them. I knew it. He's only provoked even the most quiet Suras here. This is bad. I should cast some spells myself. Calculate. Also, I keep trying to remind myself I should probably pronounce it Shuras rather than Suras, but keep forgetting. Like when I'm in the moment, just reading through. You just stay put. Huh? What are you planning to do? And then Asha kicks off the ground. Hoti Vayu. We have this crack. And then they're up above. Hoti Indra. He just casts massive lightning down on them. Oh, was this his plan from the beginning? But how could he do that? Casting a spell right after teleportation. When did he do all the calculations? What's more, all of these spells are amazing. Such diverse spells, yet none of them are sloppy. He's simply great. Now that he's almost eliminated all of them, what's he going to use now? Probably his own attribute, Marut or Indra. Hoti Agni. What? And we have fire consuming them. What the heck? It's not even one of his attributes, but still so powerful. Bhavati magic can be learned only if you have the matching attribute, but Hoti magic can be learned without an attribute. But if the attributes don't match, the spell will not be as strong due to having no attribute supplementary point. Plus, he's using a spell to hold me up in the air. He's casting other spells that quickly and accurately while keeping me in the air. How's that even possible? I'm so embarrassed to have underestimated him because of his age. If a 16-year-old is this powerful, there must be many more powerful magicians among adults, right? I was nothing. How can I even dream of surpassing my mother with my current skills? I should train harder and try again next. And then we see one of the Shuras surviving the flames and coming up from behind. Bhavati Agni. And it seems like Asha may have actually been surprised for a moment. Huh? Wow, I casted a spell out of impulse, but it was right on target. Hee, maybe I am talented after all. There might be no need to be discouraged so much. And we're seeing Agni. Complete eradication. Who are they? How can they cast spells so quickly? The magic defense system almost broke down, and I think us showing that Agni is awake is showing that he still might be helping Brillith, given that she's like, wow, how'd I cast it so quickly? And it might be because Agni himself is paying attention to what she's doing. And we have magic defense system, a defense mechanism to protect the outer area, which blocks magic spells by knowing what kind of spells are going to be casted. Simulation training rooms of Magic Testing Center and Magic Universities have this system installed. This may be possible for the one who got the perfect score on the calculations test, but how can the one who scored only half cast Bhavati Agni in 1 second? The bigger problem is why such many Shuras appeared. So, again, I'm thinking the reason she can cast it so quickly is because of her strong affinity with Agni himself. By official standards, this is not possible. And we see Exam 1, 100 of 100, then 9999, breaking the machine on Exam 2, 0515, measuring device error. This must be the examinee who caused the error. Error? There was a case where a score of 9999 was announced. Wow, what? No way. The machine's broken. Hey, there was an error on the machine. This is the correct score. I see. I thought it was weird. I'll announce it again. 515 points, right? But of course, I think we might know that, or maybe am I just guessing here? The 0 in front of the 515s means there was overflow into like digits beyond it. But why is 515 on here? I thought the mistaken score was 9999. It's 0515. I think there was another error and the system must have mistaken the score as more than 9999. Anyway, I should report this to Miss Layla. Announce the result since their test is finished. And now we have number 111-22550, 150,719 points, and 111-23002 has 279,081 points. None of the partner scores is more than double of the others, so both scores are accepted. But it was getting kind of close there. It was almost a double. Room number 6, you have eliminated all Shuras. Good job. I know that you've played the bigger part, but if it wasn't for me, that last Shura would have gotten you for sure, right? Aren't you so grateful? So can you take back all the mean things you said? Like that I'm disastrous, that I'm short, that I have no wrinkles on my brain, and so on. I could have eliminated all of them by myself. Does it not come to you that maybe I was giving you a chance? Of course I knew that, but is it so hard to just say I take that back? I'll let it go, for the sake of my rep as a priestess. Be cool like the cool priestess I am. I hope you fail the rest of your tests. I hope you get disqualified for something like cheating or something of the sort. Not cool at all. Well, I'll take back what I said about you having no wrinkles on your brain. Huh? You're better than I thought. Thanks for the last shot. Thanks. Wow, I never thought he could say something like that. I couldn't hear you that well. Could you repeat that? No replay. Well, I guess he's not as bad as I thought. I hope you get good results on the rest of your tests. How quickly she changes. To be continued. Okay, so we see, before they weren't looking at the report, like last time, of the error. It wasn't the error report that they weren't looking at. They weren't looking at the request to not allow Asha to, take the exam there, to send her somewhere else. But now they're seeing the, report here. Okay, let's go to the next chapter then. Okay, then moving into AAA Magician Part 5, or Episode 25 overall. Because I witnessed Asha's overwhelming power in the third exam, I forgot that Asha cannot take the fourth exams with her birthday attributes. I just thought if it were Asha, she would be able to maintain the closed space perfectly. And we have 4-7 Testing Center, qualification for application Triple Agni. Due to the nature of the fire attribute barrier, inside of the Testing Center is hot. Please leave your coats in the waiting room. Thin clothes will be provided for those who are sensitive to heat. Please ask the test administrator if you need one. Okay, you may stop now. This is strange. You're a priestess known for strong closed space abilities, but why did the results turn out like this? Oh no, are the results bad? Oh, your closed space ability is fine. I meant not as perfect as I heard it to be. Seems about the same with the other priests, but your vigor seems a bit strange. You can maintain the closed space only if your vigor recovers fast enough, but your vigor is barely recovered, as if you're already maintaining a closed space. Oh, it's because of Agni. I think that my vigor isn't replenishing because I've been feeling down these days. And then vigor replenishes faster when you're happy. Agni, I told him to keep sleeping until my magic exam is over because I have to use a good amount of vigor on him when he's awake. I guess he just woke up anyway. Well, I'm sure he doesn't care whether I screw up my tests or not. And then, so of course, she has to always use her power to keep him summoned. But I don't 100% know why she can't just let people know that. But, maybe there's good reason for it. We have AAA Magician Part 5. I'm telling you again, all 3 of your birthday attributes must be destruction. I told you that I can do it. Why are you stopping me? Only one of your birthday attributes is destruction. You keep making me repeat myself. I can do it despite my attributes, and I wonder if destruction is being translated for some reason instead of being left alone like Agni. This is Asha's voice, but what's going on? Who's he fighting with? Even if it's dangerous, I'm the one in danger, not you. Just let me take the exam. But as the test administrator, I cannot put your life in danger. Oh, that's right. Asha's attributes are all different, so he's not allowed to take the test. But I don't think it's a good idea to be aggressive towards the test administrator. The administrator's being patient with Asha for now, but if this goes on... Asha, stop it. Even if you don't take the 4th exam, you'll get an A rank. I'll make things really scary for you if you disqualify me for this. So, let me take the test when I'm asking nicely. Wow, what are you doing? Actual threats. 4 years ago, Asha was different from now. She had an impatient and violent side. It was as if there was nobody to guide her until then. And we have, dun dun, is it true that you assaulted one of the test administrators? It was not so much an assault. All he did was grab his shirt. The only reason I'm speaking for him is because he doesn't even want to explain for himself. Look at that stern face that would never spit out "I'm sorry." Asha really wanted to take the 4th exam. I think the only reason he wanted to take the test, despite having high scores on the previous tests, was because he wanted to have the AA rank. AA, the highest rank of a magician, regardless of the total score. There's a cut line for each test, so you must take all 4 tests, and to have exceptional scores on every one of them. I thought you weren't so fond of your partner because of her age, but I guess you've had a change of heart while taking the exams. There is no reason for you to stand up for someone who you've just met. Your results will not be affected by your partner's disqualification. But he must have tried so hard. This is so unfair. He's only 16 years old. To obtain skills like that, he must have invested most of his time on magic. Also, for a lot of the pronouns used here, I like that the translation sticks with he when Brillith is speaking, because of course Brillith believes that Asha is a guy. But I think for a lot of people who only speak English might be thinking, didn't she just hear this administrator using female pronouns, so why is she still using he? Shouldn't she have picked up on that? I think it's because in Korean, I'm pretty sure most everything is gender neutral. So since most of the language is gender neutral, I think that probably explains it. For the sake of the translation, they're using female pronouns from the test administrator, who would know that Asha's a girl, but male pronouns used by Brillith here, who doesn't know or who's mistaken. But the reason that the characters aren't getting confused is because in Korean it's probably all gender neutral. To obtain skills like that, he must have invested most of his time on magic. Even being a prodigy has its limits. If you're blessed with gifted abilities or divine affinity, you can never be that good without working so hard. It must be great to be a genius, Asha. The only reason our scores are lower than yours isn't because we didn't try hard enough, but it's because you're born with such talents. We're all trying much harder than you, Asha. You wouldn't know because you don't need to try hard. Imagine the effort that he must have put in just to reach this far, because his birthday attributes don't. Just because his birthday attributes don't. That darn birthday attribute beyond effort and dedication. It's not fair that he doesn't even get a chance to take the exam. I was just messing around, but you defending him so seriously, you make me feel bad. Did you really think that I would disqualify him for something like that? I guess you haven't seen someone really get assaulted yet. Anyway, here are your magician's licenses. The red one is Brillith's, and the black one is Asha's. If it's red then, it's an A. What a relief. I was worried because of my rapid calculations test scores, but I guess my other exam scores made up for it. We have A rank is red, A plus rank is blue, AAA or AA is gold, and the other ranks are black. What is this? I've never heard of this kind of rank before. Ah, of course, you've never heard of it because I just made it. Don't stare at me like that. Even though I just made it right now, it has the same benefits as an A plus rank for now. I can't give you a AA rank because you didn't take the 4th exam, and we see an A++ rank. An A++ rank means that you've received a higher score than a AA rank, even without taking the 4th exam. In fact, you have the highest score ever recorded by the Rintalo Magic Union, and that's without even taking the 4th exam. What? The highest score ever? I thought he was gifted, but who would have thought that he would be this great? He's among the only 4 AA rankers. No, this means he's even more talented than them. Okay, we get silhouettes and all. That's so cool. I love when series do this, when we get silhouettes, when we get, I mentioned before, I don't know if it was here, but at least somewhere I mentioned in a lot of places, I love when we get specific numbers, so it's oh, we know that there is this amount of cool people out there, I can't wait till we actually get to see them. I heard that the A+ rank is given to people who are as skilled as a AA ranker, but to whom which couldn't take the 4th exam due to their attributes. But giving Asha the A++ rank by making up a whole new rank might mean, perhaps, I don't need this. What are you talking about? You'll be getting the same benefits as an A+ rank. Why would you not take it? What I need is a AA rank, AA rank benefits, not A+ rank. Only AA ranks can use the personal directory system in Eloth, and that's what I need. There's someone I must find. Okay, if that's so, I'll sign this letter of consent for now. Besides me, all the AA rank magicians are in Eloth, so go and show my letter of consent and get permission. Okay, so besides me then, so I wonder, does this mean that, is this Layla, I think, is one of the 4 AAs? How inconvenient. Wow, how twisted is this child? Right, inconvenient, huh? What's more, there's one condition. Brillith also has some business to do in Eloth. Take Brillith there and escort her back to Atera. I will give you my letter of consent under that condition. Well, why not? The next day. If I get an A rank, there shouldn't be any more excuses. Just wait a bit longer, Mother. Of course, your late mother wouldn't be in Eloth. Is there a keepsake from her or something? She ended up losing her coat and borrowed a robe from the Union. Yes, it's one of the god rank items, but the initial successor of my mother to be the next fire priestess took it, and when I went to her, she said that she won't give it to a child who doesn't even have an A rank magician's license. I think I know who it is. Well, anyways, since I'm an A ranker now, she can't say anything back to me. With this, I'm one step closer to my mother. I envy you. Huh? I wish that I could have such an innocent goal like you. I mean, that would be nice. My path was tainted from the beginning, and there's no room for innocence. I really like how we're building this relationship, and kind of an unexpected relationship. I really didn't expect Brillith and Asha to have like this deep and closer relationship. My path is what? Don't stop at the climax, and tell us the rest of the story, Priestess. No, I will not continue any longer. I'm sure you already know Asha's test results, so I just explained it a little bit more in detail. Telling a private story of Asha when she isn't here wouldn't be the right thing to do. Asha, if you had come to exam room 4-5, I would have bent the rules for you. How disappointing. I love this. She was the administrator for the Vayu attribute in the 4th exam center at the time. Rapid calculations test. Divine Affinity, Ashara, Ananta, Mara, Magic Formulate, Magic Defense System, Magician Rank, Name Searching System, God Rank Item. I couldn't cut her off while speaking, so I had no idea what she was saying from the middle of the story. I guess a human cannot join in on a magician's conversation. Truthfully, there was something that I was really curious about. Asha's quite famous for not showing her right arm to others, but according to the rumors, you two girls shared a room when you went to Eloth. Did you see her right arm? You did, huh? I won't ask you anything else. Just tell me if she has a right arm or not. Miss Lorraine, you said you were going to drink this whole thing, but you haven't drunk much. Are you trying to kill me? And we have chitter chatter, bibble babble, blah blah, squabble squabble, bicker bicker, pow pow, hoti agni, hoti brahma, and they're like just things like escalating so much, and just Kubera yawning. Excuse me, Miss Lorraine? Miss Asha has awakened. To be continued. Okay, we get to do one more. I'm excited that we get to do one more. This honestly would have been a really good place to end off, but I'm excited we still have another one to go. Alright, AAA Magician Part 6, and I wonder if we're gonna get the last part of the story from Asha here. I only have one person I can rely on, but I don't seem that important to that person. If that someone leaves me someday, what would happen to me? Chapter 26, AAA Magician, Part 6. I thought you came to see me. Why are you just looking at me like that? I thought Professor Lorraine was coming by herself. If I knew so many people were coming, I would have at least dressed up properly. I don't enjoy being stared at in this kind of state. So please say what you have, say what you have to say, then leave. And we can't see your right arm. Oh, sorry. I was just shocked to see you actually looking somewhat like a girl. Miss Lorraine, you shouldn't say that. And then we have the hard eyes. I came along because I had nothing else to do, but why would these people visit Asha? And why'd the priestess come with us? Looking at your faces, it doesn't seem to be urgent, or it doesn't seem to be so urgent. I'm gonna get some more sleep, so please come back tomorrow. No, we had to see you today. The 21st day of the 11th month. Today's more important than my own birthday. Happy birthday, Asha. What? Today's Asha's birthday. I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I never knew Asha's birthday from the beginning. But how could I not know? It's almost been a month since we met. How could I not even ask her what her birthday was? Here you go, Asha. This present is a token of my affection towards you. I refuse. Come on, you should at least take a look first. And we have Float Patch. It's a set of float swimsuit, a sled of float swimsuit, and patch. Well, I'm sure you don't need any explanation, right? I heard you were trying to find these. So cute. I thought that you would buy a new set since you're not someone who'd wear used ones. Brand new ones are really hard to get because they've been discontinued for quite some time now. How could you reject such a precious gift? Are you sure you don't want them? I will take it for now, but yay! I'll not take your affection. So cute. And I love this character, but I'll be honest with you, I've been racking my brain trying to think of her name again. I can't remember, because the first time it was said, it was translated differently than the other times, and it's barely been said at all. So between the fact that it was translated differently both times and that it's barely been said, I have not been able to remember. This person doesn't even have anything for you, even though you were her favorite pupil who returned after 3 years, The shipment from Eloth will arrive any minute now. She can choose from there. There's even a God class item. What's the point in that? You're supposed to give a present on their birthday. If that shipment doesn't come today, then there's no point. Hey, Asha, I didn't get you something as expensive. I'm sure you can buy all those expensive things for yourself, so I handmade something for you. And then Kubera, just expensive things from some people, handmade things from others. Oh, the priestess also came to give her a gift. It's a handmade gift buyer. They weren't just test partners, they were friends, really close friends. Ta-da! How is it? Isn't it pretty? Brillith, do you even know what color I like? And it's just pink, completely clashing with all of the normal blue for Asha. I know, but trying different colors every now and then isn't so bad. Don't worry, I know you'll be able to pull it off for sure. Let me put it on for you. So cute. It's adorable. What the hell? By the look on your faces, it doesn't look good on me, does it? No, it looks fine. The longer I look at it, the better it looks. Just as we expected, any color looks good on you. You guys are acting suspicious. No, it's really pretty. It looks great on you. Really? Then, should I keep wearing it from now on? No, Asha, let's take some time to think about this. Why are you stopping her? She looks gorgeous. You need to get your eyes checked, priestess. Fine, I guess I shouldn't wear it after all. Well, Asha, don't say that. And then just Kubera, the one kind of friend that's out of the loop. The new friend. I thought I was close to Asha, but I guess I was wrong. No matter how many times Asha saved my life, how many times she held my hand when I could collapse, how unordinary our first encounter was, how many hardships we went through together. And although I feel that Asha's the only one I can trust and rely on, I cannot get as close as they are. You know, that's funny, because it's like so often so many series are established by like the main character meeting like the other main character, like say Ichigo and Ruki at the beginning of Bleach, or like you could use any sort of example, and that's how things kind of start out, and then they become like best friends or whatever. But it's like, didn't this person have like friends and relationships and a place in life before they met? So I like that it's like, instead of Kubera meeting Asha and then they're just like best buddies and like they're relying on each other, they're the only ones each other has, it's like, no, Asha has an entire life with like friends and social connections that Kubera just was not a part of. I cannot get as close as they are. And we have female magician costume exhibition. Brand Hella Sabitri, Artrum, Rockruss, Merihorn, and then private exhibit, Lutz, I'm got to zoom in, Lutz something, Lorraine, Bertlin, something like that, and more, and 855 more? I don't know, can't quite tell. And we see Asha and Brillith there. The difference in time spent together. The difference in knowledge, the difference in experience, the difference in our abilities. And then, Leez left. What? She should have stayed to celebrate Asha's birthday together. Maybe she went to get her present for Asha. You're probably right. She must have a present. She's Asha's company after all. I think I should go after her. Would you please leave the room for a moment? I need to change. What are you talking about? You need to rest. Where do you think you're going? You can just change in front of us. No, I mean, you need to rest. Asha, I heard that when Roosh, that's it. I heard that when Roosh and I were away for investigation, that you were the one who maintained the city's closed space. I think either it was translated here or in somebody's comments. Somebody spelled it like Roosh. I think it was in the actual translation, though. It was spelled that way. Even though it was a short amount of time, stopping an attack from a high-level Shura isn't an easy task to accomplish. And even without saying your birthday attributes are all different, a fire attribute closed space should be maintained by someone who has a triple fire attribute, or someone with another triple attribute. You'd better not do it unless it's an emergency, since you'll end up as seen in this picture. But none of your birthday attributes match, so you don't have the power to resist the rejection coming from the closed space. You should consider yourself to be lucky to be alive after maintaining the barrier. You must rest. There was no rejection from the closed space. The closed space I made had the same attributes with my birthday. And then Asha's birthday attributes are Sky, Indra, Wind, Vayu, and Destruction, Marut. Okay, so Destruction then was being translated in that previous chapter. It should have been Marut. I've always known that you were amazing since you were a student. But this is just unbelievable. You're the greatest of all, Asha. Layla, it's just as you said. This child is a genius created through born talent and hard work. And we're seeing the shot of Layla without the hat on. It took her only 5 minutes to take the 100 rapid calculations test, and that's because it took her time to pronounce the answers and the time for the questions to be changed between answers. An IQ beyond common sense that cannot be measured, and a horrifying divine affinity level that even makes us believe that it was a measuring system malfunction. Because of the two factors, the limit made by Asha's birthday attributes actually turned into an advantage for her, a magician who's able to use a wide variety of elite spells. If there was a rank above the AA rank, Asha would have taken that rank for sure. Alright, so that makes sense. Her divine affinity is just so high that instead of matching one and just being really good at this one specific thing, it actually helps because, of course, she can use so many different ones. Now we have Kubera just hanging out alone. What will change if I just sit here and do nothing? Let's try to think optimistically. It's better that I at least found out now rather than finding out after her birthday. And not to mention, I have enough money to buy a gift. Although I went through so much to get this gold coin, money's something to be used. It'd be better to use it in a situation like this than to just keep it. Okay, there's no reason to be sad. First I'll buy her gift. Then I'll try hard from now on and become Asha's best friend. And again, I like that it's not like this fake drama of, oh, I'm not her real friend, so I need to leave for some reason. But instead, Leez is just like, okay, I'm not her real friend, so I need to try to become her friend. Where should I climb over to not get caught? Time spent together, knowledge, experience, and abilities. I'll overcome all of those through hard work and then get close to her. To be continued. Next chapter, The Golden Knight. Alright, again, that was very, very, very good. I really, really loved this. So yeah, very fun set of chapters. Thank you all so much for watching. I really liked the Brillith and Asha backstory. Again, I was surprised by it. I didn't expect them to have that close of a relationship or anything. I like it though. There's just so many connections by all of these different characters. I really want to see more of Layla. I want to know more about the 4 AA magicians, even though it's one of those things that happens in some series where when you introduce like somebody so strong right at the beginning, then it's like, okay, what do all the other magicians matter? Because Asha's better anyway. But I'm excited to see Layla. I'm excited to see them. I really hope we don't just sideline and get rid of Lorraine and Roosh, because I really like Lorraine and Roosh and I want to see more of them. I enjoy the cast of characters. Again, I like that at the end there, I just said that there wasn't this fake drama of Kubera, oh, my world is crushed. I don't know this person inside and out that I just met like a month ago, so I've got to mope about it or leave. But instead she's like, oh, I don't know this person as well as I thought this person. I need to get to know them better and to do better. Again, it's a more, I hate using the term realistic for fictional series, because stories straight up are not realistic. That's not how things work. But I like it's a more mature and true to life take on it. So yeah, I enjoy that. I think it was all just really, really good. And it's establishing a lot for the world and power system, especially when it comes to the magicians and Asha, which I feel like a lot of series, we know this is like over 500 chapters at this point. So you would start out and you would like slowly build up the power, and the power creep comes in eventually. But it's interesting that we're getting so high up in terms of what the power can be with Asha right here at the beginning that it makes me wonder. Of course, we're going to be getting more into the actual gods and the actual sort of high-level Shuras and everything eventually. So again, that's going to be higher than a human magician, you would think, since they're just kind of calling on the powers of the gods or whatever to use magic. So it's interesting. It's interesting to think, okay, if we're getting all of this already, and Kubera herself, Leez, knows basically none of it, then how do we progress? How are we going to grow from there? And that's an exciting thing to look forward to, is just to see how do things grow from here in that perspective. But then again, I typically, when I read things, the power system, the power scaling, the fights, I can enjoy those, but that's typically not what I look at in any series, even when that is like the focus, the main brunt of the series. What I like to look at the most, what I personally enjoy the most when I read things, is characters and the story. And I feel like the story and characters in Kubera are just what matter more. I think that some series, again, the power scaling and the fighting is more on the forefront and is more important to what's going on. And I do think, I'm not trying to say it's unimportant to Kubera, but I think the relationships between characters, even going as far as the gods, of course, like what we saw between Gandharva and Agni, that's what's important. That's what the actual focus and the screen time has been on. So yeah, I'm excited. Either way, I don't want to keep you all too much longer. We're going to be having reviews and stuff where I talk more in depth about everything. Like if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of these chapters and my first thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more Kubera, much more on the channel. Follow on, and again, sorry that there was such a big gap. I'm hoping for less of a gap between uploads in the future. But again, it just depends on how well YouTube cooperates with me, you know. Subscribe for more. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you're link to the Discord server, asking, I'll give you a link. If you want to help support the channel to help me keep making videos, it really does help. And you can help by supporting on Patreon, patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Or by joining, becoming a channel member. I'm really trying to save up for a new computer. I think that'll help a lot. Yeah, I think that'll help a lot, because this thing struggle sometimes. The struggle is too much. It gets annoying. It gets a little frustrating. But again, it does help. I try to put everything back into the channel, and not just, again, what I'm making from the channel, but also my own money. I put everything, all my time and effort into this. Yeah, support by joining as a channel member or joining up on Patreon. But either way, thank you to those of you who are already patrons and channel members. Huge thank you to Chosen Regulars, Etchy Zero, Evan Holly, and Remorsefuls, Magical Girl, FR Nono, Jerryton Students, also the Storyteller, and David Langstaff, and Slayer Candidate SG. Massive thank you to all of you. And huge thank you to all of you who are watching, who are supporting that way. Thank you so much. I really love doing this, and I'll see you all next time.